what's up YouTube? How's it going? This is Colton Fleming. I'm going to be showing you another tutorial. My last tutorial, actually my first tutorial, and my last tutorial, was how to do slow motion muzzle flare. It's kind of animation, but I didn't really get into too many details. Well, I got into lots of details, but I missed some of them. And so I'm going to show you some different ways to do the lighting, and might show you a few pointers. Last time I said that audio was one of the most important things, but I didn't finish because I got talking about how I was using my camera for the audio right now, which I am doing right now. But you need to add some kind of, you need to slow a sound effect of a gun firing down a little bit, and maybe even like a gun cocking. And you can mix all kinds of library sound effects together to make it sound good, because library sound effects do not sound good when they're just by themselves. So let's get into the tutorial. You can see that I kind of added a little bit of lighting here. Instead of using the ellipse tool, which is just a circle and focuses on the whole area, I used the pin tool and I masked around the person. So I think that if I was going to perfect it, because I only did this in a couple minutes, if I was going to perfect it, I'd go down in your mask and I'd bring the feathers down on some of them so that they'd show better and it'd be brighter and everything. But I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to delete these masks. Oops, Control Z. I'm going to delete these masks. Control Z. Come on. And I'm gonna start over. And now you can see it's just a full screen of these it's a solid that I brought down the opacity on it. It was a white solid, so I was trying to get as close as I could to an actual muzzle flare. So now I'm just going to quickly mask around. Now this isn't gonna, you don't have to really get this perfect, it's not gonna show for too long. So oops, I forgot that there's going to be a shadow under his arms and everything. So last time I did this, I did it in a couple of masks so I could change each mask, but now I'm just doing it in one big mask. And that looks really, really bad right now. The only reason is because you need to bring up the feather way up, because the feather is 0. So I'm gonna bring it up to like 30, and that looks okay. But now I'm going to go into transform. I'm gonna bring up the opacity a little bit more to make it look a little bit more bright, and then I can go back and I can bring up the feather even more, so it looks like a brighter light. So that's one way that you could do it, and it doesn't look too bad. I also did a little bit more stuff on the shell, because I was trying to show you it pretty fast, even though I did drag on for a while. But I was just trying to show you how to do it. I wasn't worrying about the keyframes and everything, but I worked on that. And then also you can see that this is kind of green now. The scene's kind of green. That's because I added like a weird color correction. I think it was, let me find out. It was color balance, and I put some blues and some greens on there just to make it look more sci-fi-ish, I guess, or horror-ish. If I was using like the 3-way color corrector, I would have made it look a lot better, but I was just quickly doing it. So there's another way you can do that. I'm going to show you another way. I'm going to click on my footage layer, hit Control D. I'm going to drag my footage layer, not that one, this one. I drag my copy of my footage layer to the same size as the white solid. I zoom up just to make sure that they are the same size. Yes, they are. And I'm going to delete my white solid. And now I'm going to get the mask tool again. I'm going to mask around. Really fast. I'm not paying attention to where the lighting should be. I'm just really quickly doing this. Okay. And now you're going to go into color correction, or you can just type in brightness and contrast. And then I'm going to bring up the brightness, bring up the contrast a tiny bit, then I'm going to go to mask, on the footage layer, where is it? There it is. Then I go to masks, mask 1, and I'm going to do the mask feather. And I think that when you bring up the brightness, I think it looks a whole lot better. I think it looks a lot more realistic, and that's what I usually do to make everything look good. But I'm going to get all these, I'm going to hit shift and get all these, and I'm going to drag them all above the light layer. So, because the light layer is actually a footage layer. So yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't drag it on as long this time as I did last time, and I hope you learned something. If you would like to see more, subscribe to my channel, and YouTube will let you know when I make more movies.